Okay, before we start this whole thing, I just want to say how disappointed I am that I'm actually making this video right now. And it's not because, oh, I'm defending Ben Shapiro again. No. I love defending Ben Shapiro from leftist bullcrap. Alright? As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to start doing this little series for defending conservative figures who get crapped on by the left because they're conservative. So, this is going to be the second time I'm doing a defending video for Ben. Of course, if you haven't seen the first two already, then go ahead and watch it. And if you would, since this is over the whole crap about the New York Times hit piece on him, why don't you go ahead and watch Bill Whittle's response. I'll leave the link for that down in the description. So anyway, yeah, I'm just disappointed that a little shitty piece of work from the New York Times is making me all riled up. Because they're not only condemning Ben for doing things that he has already done that are good things. They're just outright being a dick to him for no reasoning. It's just there's no fucking reason for it. I don't understand why Jane Coaston would ever want to write a piece about Ben Shapiro like this. Alright, and she says this is a shtick, telling the truth to people, using logic over feelings, actually being a moral conservative voice, being the thing that so many people want to be as a conservative, and Ben being nearly every epitome of it. But this woman, this bitch, has the audacity to say that this is all a shtick for him, that he's not taking this seriously, that he's not doing things that people praise him for. It's disgusting. Alright? Like I said, if you haven't looked at Bill Whittle's response, go check it out. He should win a fucking Pulitzer for that. Alright, because not only does he state the facts of the case and present everything from an outside's point of view, he also presents everything because he is a friend of Ben Shapiro. They've sat down with each other during the presidential election. He knows everything Ben has said about people in this party, from the right and the left. And he also disproves everything that this author, Jane Coaston, provides as outright fallacies for Ben Shapiro for his logical reasoning and how he conducts his business. Alright? So alright, here we go. So I'm going to keep this as short as I can. This is the only video I'm going to make. I literally got off work and I watched that Bill Whittle video during my break time. I got a pretty good sum up of that whole piece, and I'm reading it, and I read a little bit of it right now. This is just sad. This is Jane. This is just sad. Okay. I don't understand why you're doing this. I don't understand why you're going after Ben. But I hope you realize that more than almost everything you said was wrong. Maybe everything you said was wrong. I didn't read the whole article, but I've got enough information to know that it's a load of shit hit piece. I mean, she basically says that he just uses this shtick to gather large audiences of people at college campuses and stuff like that, and that he doesn't he doesn't call out people on the Republican Party for the stupid shit that they may say, even though if you've followed Ben Shapiro his entire political career, he has criticized the Republican Party a lot. He criticized the Republican Party just last year for the election for Donald Trump. Alright, he criticizes Donald Trump a lot. I don't know where she gets the idea that Ben is just one of these somewhat Rush Limbaugh type guys or Sean Hannity type guys that just do the bidding of the Republican Party and give no criticism. Alright, that's not what Ben does at all. He criticizes the Republican Party on every fucking front he thinks they are wrong in. He's just like Ted Cruz. He will criticize people in his own party when he thinks they are wrong. Alright, I just said that in my fucking James Allsup video. Alright, I'm disappointed I have to say that again. I think Ben Shapiro is the best moral voice for the Republican Party. Better yet, conservatives. And what she's saying here is that he doesn't do anything that he does, and as a matter of fact, that he doesn't basically, and that he just riles up people on college campuses and make nice people riot or something. Like she said something like, Antifa's full of nice people, like, you know, the normal thing about Antifa, and how when Ben spoke at Berkeley, you had a, and she also completely ignores all the bullshit that has happened with Ben at college campuses. He was banned from speaking at one just last year. This year he had to pay a $600,000 fee for security just to speak at Berkeley. And then just recently with Utah, and also good job Steven Crowder for the unmasking of Antifa there, Antifa planned to stop him. And the People for a Democratic Society said that they would do basically anything in their power to stop Ben from speaking. But, you know, the cops were there. Alright, so she's ignoring all the facts about what's happened to Ben at college campuses so much over the course of his life. He speaks there 20 times a year. Just about 20 times a year. Alright? You know why things have gotten so bad for him? Because of the rise of leftist idiocy. The rise of Antifa. The rise of the intolerant left that has taken over the entire left and has put Ben in situations that nobody really wants to be in. The dude risks his life every time he steps on one of these crazy leftist college universities that give credence to groups like Antifa or People for a Democratic Society, whatever leftist filled, or even Black Lives Matter. Alright, so she's basically ignoring everything that's happened to Ben. Everything that has happened to him throughout the course of his political career, after all the news that he has generated through himself, all the news that has been generated through him speaking at different events, or him just being in different places and getting hit upon hit upon hit upon hit from leftists. And they say he's not the reasonable one? Is that really what they're trying to say here? Are they trying? They're literally trying to paint Ben as some sort of. They're really trying to paint Ben as some sort of far right dude, like the far right Tea Partiers from 2010 or 2009. I can't remember which. They're trying to paint Ben as some sort of far right guy who not only deserves every bit of criticism as he can get. Of course, everyone deserves a lot of criticism. If they're in politics, everyone does. But they're saying that not only does he deserve that, he shouldn't ever be given the benefit of the doubt, even when he's right. Even when he's right, he doesn't deserve the benefit of the doubt. That is what they're saying here. But that is what Jane is saying. Okay? So here's my response to you, Jane. Writer of this stupid hit piece. Someone who could have been documenting the rise of Antifa. Someone who could have been doing so much more stuff on the political field that would have done more good than just criticizing a 5'9" Jewish guy for his political beliefs. And also, this was coming off the heels of the thing that I talked about in my last video, in my response video to James Allsup's Ben Shapiro's a cuck. It was all over this fucking bullshit over the video, the Indigenous People video. It was all over that. It was just that. It was all because of that. She said just because he took it down that Alright, Ben took it down. Ben had his reasons for taking it down, alright? I documented it in the last video. I'll say it again in this one. He did it because his moral conscience said, no, this video shouldn't stay up. Alright, and this was done not only without his consent, because he's been on vacation for a week and a half. Alright? He'll be back on Monday morning, but he's been on vacation for a week and a fucking half. Alright, and he was not here when that video went up. So of course he's going to be a little upset when they post something, since he's the editor-in-chief of the Daily Wire. They post something without his consent or his knowledge, that he'd want to take it, not only want to take it down, and if he found any moral credence with it, then he definitely has every right to take it down. Alright, he is the head of the fucking website, you dumbasses. Okay, so Jane, find something better to do with your fucking time. Actually go after people who incite political violence like Antifa. Actually go after people who spread lies every fucking second of the day like Dan Rather. Actually do something that could be of political substance that could actually help the country, instead of just pushing more and more people away from your failing fucking website. Well, your failing fucking news site. Alright, just stop. Okay, you're not helping anybody, not even yourself. And you might want to be, you might want to be scared a little bit, because Project Veritas is about to hit your ass with some good old undercover journalism that's going to expose your asses for what you are. Leftist propaganda tools. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'm just too lost for words right now. I'm just so pissed. I'm just so pissed at all the leftist bullshit that's being thrown around. And like I said, I will defend Ben Shapiro and any conservative with every waking breath that I have. But this stuff that they're coming up with to try to defame Ben Shapiro and other conservatives like him, it's an insult to your fucking intelligence. It's just an insult to your intelligence. And it's, like I said, it's not going to help anyone. No one at all. It's helping no one. Except leftists. See you guys later.